The monsoon session of Parliament ended today, but the legislative machinery remains frozen. A political deadlock has brought government operations to a standstill. Outside the gates, the scene is far more volatile. Students have taken to the streets, clashing with police and demanding a level of accountability that has yet to materialize inside the chamber. The administration has stayed the course. From the podium, Home Minister Amit Shah says the government is ready to answer the opposition's questions, even as the session concludes without a resolution. This gridlock is more than a routine political disagreement. It is a visible sign of an accountability deficit that is beginning to define the relationship between the state and its citizens. The youth on the streets are reacting to a pattern of institutional failure. They see a system where the rules are clear, yet those responsible for maintaining them often escape the consequences of their breakdown. This deficit isn't confined to the halls of Parliament. It's appearing in corporate boardrooms and regulatory bodies, most recently in the investigation into Air India flight A12379. This chart tracks the official sequence of events for that flight. The timeline reveals specific gaps and conflicting data points surrounding the pilot's actions. These anomalies raise serious questions about flight safety, suggesting a failure in the oversight mechanisms meant to ensure transparency. This lack of oversight is equally visible at the ground level, where the basic functions of the justice system are showing signs of strain. In Bengaluru, a major scandal erupted when Phul Jana, a convicted rapist, was found using a mobile phone while inside his jail cell. The discovery led to the immediate suspension of a prison official as a probe began. For a device to reach a high-security cell, multiple administrative checks have to fail. It is a direct breach of law enforcement protocols at the most fundamental level. Whether it is a regulatory body failing to monitor an airline or a warden failing to secure a prison, the basic mechanisms of enforcement are struggling to maintain their integrity. While these failures in safety and justice persist, the reaction from the political class often focuses on internal stability rather than structural reform. In Karnataka, a recent cabinet reshuffle highlights this focus. While the public demands more oversight, the state's political maneuvering has prioritized the consolidation of authority. This chart maps the distribution of state departments. Massive, high-stakes portfolios, including finance and law, all funnel into a single node representing Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar. This concentration of power effectively insulates top-level leadership from the administrative chaos below. This pattern, where authority tightens at the top while basic accountability fails at the bottom, mirrors the very grievances driving the student protests outside Parliament. These systemic tensions are now moving toward a critical flashpoint, the 2027 elections in Uttar Pradesh. Candidates are finding that traditional campaign promises are losing their impact on a generation that has grown skeptical of institutional competence. In response, the BJP, the Samajwadi Party, and the BSP are all pivoting. They are launching aggressive assembly-level outreach efforts, like the vehicle rally seen here, specifically designed to capture Gen Z voters. The shift is visible in their tactics. Parties are moving away from broad street rallies toward highly targeted, sophisticated digital youth campaigns. This shift acknowledges a demographic that tracks failures, like the Air India timeline or the Bengaluru prison breach, in real time. This hyper-awareness makes standard political posturing increasingly difficult to sustain. As the 2027 race approaches, the focus is shifting away from historical ideological divides and toward which party can demonstrate the baseline competence required to manage a modern state. India's political future won't be decided by how much power can be consolidated in a state cabinet. It will be determined by whoever can convince a skeptical youth that they can finally fix the nation's broken mechanisms of accountability.